Welcome to Pre-Warranty Center and a first look at a brand new 2024 194 BHS in Coachmen's Apex Nano series. Definitely one of our most popular family trailers here, as it adds that slide out but keeps that overall length to a shorter length. So the body here, when you're booking your campsites, the actual body is 19.4 feet, and then tip to tail we are 22 feet 7 inches. And this one tops out at just over 76 pounds. So the only additional weight we would add here is we do fill your 2 standard 20-pound propane tanks here, and then we do have room for multiple batteries, but we always have one standard. Many of our clients that are looking to be off-grid will often upgrade that to either 2 deep cycle batteries, or many will go to 2 6-volt batteries. So if you're looking to be off-grid for extended periods, multiple days, that's a great option to look into, as you do have 200 watts of standard solar here. So to be able to take advantage of that, you need that storage. So adding that extra battery certainly helps. Up front, we do add a front power jack, which will be happening here shortly. So while it's not a standard from Apex, it is something we do on all of our Apex Nanos, as so many of our clients are using those smaller SUVs to tow them, and it just makes using that weight distribution system and getting it on and off that much easier. So behind that, as I mentioned, behind the cover, we've got the 2 propane tanks. We do have a battery cutoff switch as well, now standard for the 2024 model year. And then again, room for multiple batteries. You've got that great 3/4 length cap with a built-in window, which creates just a ton of light inside. 2 LED lights facing forward where you'd want them. Great stone guard here to protect the lower half from any of those stones that may come up as you hit those gravel roads. As we come around the side, you're going to have standard magnetic latches on all doors here, so very easy to quickly open those up, and then it's not going to collapse on you, hit you in the head as you go to reach in and grab something. 194 is one of the largest storage compartments because it is underneath your primary bed here at the very front. You'll see our charge controller there. That charge controller is large enough that if you wanted to double that 200 watt panel to 400, you certainly could. You don't have to change anything. We've got a USB charging port here as well that connects into that solar system, and then our switch for our front LED lights there. We do have 4 very large jacks here, so when they're down, it is very solid, and then you couple that with the Lippert steady steps here that anchor to the ground as well, and people going in and out, especially if you got kids running in and out, you're going to find that that coach is not moving around a whole lot, which is great. You've got very large windows that will all open on this side. You've got a matching window on your dinette slide across from your kitchen window here, so you get great cross ventilation there. We've got the great grab handle here as well, so again, young kids coming in and out, or if you have someone who's a little bit older or any disabilities, it certainly is very handy. Standard for this 2024 model year, you will now also have aluminum rims, which we can see here. You do have a plug-in 120 volt outlet as well, so if you want to plug in a TV or outside electric fireplace, things like that, easy to do underneath your awning. And then we've got our easy access to our hot water tank here, so it's propane and electric. So if you're off-grid, you've got that propane option. And you'll notice here the awning really runs from that front compartment right past your outside kitchen here on the back corner, so it gives you maximum coverage here from the sun. So updates for 2024, we've got a new griddle standard. So instead of a 2-burner stove, it is now a griddle that is standard. So you've got something to cook on right away. You do have the propane outlet there as well, so you could plug in the griddle, but also a barbecue or stove you may already have. You've got, again, another charging port, a plug-in spot here. So if you have a little table outside here, you could have the coffee maker out here as well in the morning and making some warm drinks or making some hot chocolate for the kids at night. And we've got a great little snack fridge there. So if you are plugged into 120 volt, that's just going to be a standard 120 volt bar fridge. So again, some extra cooling space for a extended weekend travel, and just again allowing the kids not to have to come running in and out as well. As we come around to the backside, a new standard as well on the backside, we've got the Lippert anchor for their collapsible ladder. So that's something we keep in stock. So if it is something that is of interest to you, we do try to always keep it in stock. So that mount allows you to easily anchor that ladder, and then it can store underneath your front bed in that front outside compartment we just saw. We've got our LED tail lights here. Standard spare tire mounted on the back. We are pre-wired for your backup camera here as well. We are backed all the way around all our sides here with Azdel composite mated to the fiberglass, so you've got no wood products in that sidewall. Right through even the interior wall is also Azdel. So again, nothing absorbed water, so it's going to make sure that this unit looks very much the same in 2, 3, 4, 5 years as it does now. So even if you have that small leak, it's going to give you the opportunity to see it, and it isn't going to start destroying this coach, which is very important over the long haul. So again, anchors on the back here. We've got a couple rear jacks. We've got our in-for cable should you have it on site. We are 30 amp service here. I've just dumbed it down to 15 amp service with our adapter because I'm not looking to run air conditioning. If you're looking to run air, you always want to make sure you're booking those 30 amp sites, or even if they have 50 amp, you can book those and then just use an adapter and you're all set. You've got outside shower here, so hot and cold water. Next to that, you've got your water in should you have it on site. We've got our black tank flush, so that's going to allow you to flush that black toilet tank out so you can clean the sidewalls, get better readings, more accurate readings on the inside on your monitored panel, and then just obviously clean it out, keep the smells down, and not have to use as many of the chemicals as well. Easy access to the dump valves, so black and gray at the back here, right where you'd want them. And then we've got our slide out here, comes out about 3.5 feet here. And again, I mentioned that matching window to the door side, so you've got that great cross ventilation, so lots of air coming through here. And then you do also have a 3-speed fan on the roof. That's an out fan, so when you get there and it's a hot day, you can turn that one on, open it up, and then suck that hot air out, keeping those side windows open. So if you don't have air, again, it's going to be nice and easy to cool that coach down before the nighttime. We've got a great big grab handle here to allow us to quickly dump that very large 50-gallon freshwater tank, which is something that's very uncommon on smaller coaches. So if you are somebody who likes those provincial parks, national parks, where you're not necessarily going to have water on site, here you're just not going to have to fill up very often. So you can fill up as you come in, fill up that 50 gallons, and then you've got about 34 in the black and gray. So it's going to keep you, again, not having to dump necessarily anytime soon. And we've got a one-piece roof with a very long 12-year guarantee there. As we come back around front, we can see that very large window, which as we go inside, we'll see how much light that brings inside. We invite you in the Primo RV Center. Come have a much closer look at this brand new 2024 194 BHS.